Friends, today we are going to discuss another two type of blower, that is one is a lobe blower, another is screw blower. In the lobe blower, the picture depicts the shape of two lobes. It is lobe blowers. If you see the shape of the blower, it is dumbbell 8 types, and they are rotating in opposite direction. You see here it is clock direction, and here this lobe is rotating against anti-clockwise direction. And these two lobe blowers normally we call it root blowers. It is a positive displacement machine, and that moves a fixed volume of air or gas with every revolution. For every revolution, they are discharging, positive discharging air or gas with every revolution. It works by using two figure 8 shaped rotors. You see the lobes are 8 shaped rotors. They rotate in opposite direction. I have told you this is clockwise, is anti-clockwise rotation, opposite direction. Inside is sealed casing. This is the casing. Outside is the casing, sealed casing. Inside is sealed casing. The lobe do not touch each other. You see there is a minor clearances are there. Do not touch each other. Nor do they touch with the casing. Casing is also outside casing. It is not touching with the casing also. Which remove the need for internal lubrication. So therefore, there is no internal lubrication is required because it is not touching with the casing, and with the between the two lobes also not touching. So no lubrication is required, and provide oil-free air, and this give you oil-free air. What is the principle? Now, the operation involve trapping air at the inlet. You see this is a trapping of air. Green color is a trap. From inlet it will come to this side, inlet, and discharge side without internal compression. When it is moving to discharge side, it is moving to discharge, there is no compression, because you see here it is already inside. There is no compression. Volume remains same. So lubrication. So without internal compression, suction, as the lobe rotates, they pull air. This is they pulled air. They pulled air in the form pulled in from the inlet port, and then trapping and transport. They trap it inlet port, from where they will trap it and then discharge it to the and discharge it, and then transport when it is rotating from here to here, and then it is transport. Here it is, you see the it is transporting. Here also when it is going to moving to this side, it will transport. Here look at this will drag, and this will move out to the outlet, trapping and discharging. Transverse and casing. The lobe trap the air between themselves and the casing wall, This is the casing wall, and between them and the casing wall. And this, as the lobe continue rotating, they force the air out through the outlet port. Low pressure. It is a low pressure. This is the green one is the low pressure area. This is the trapped fluid. This color is the trapped fluid, and this one is the high pressure. This one is high pressure because the discharge the receiver is a high pressure. So this will get the pressure of the high pressure rotor. Meshing area close fitting means almost no flow passing back to the LP side. Their meshing is so very less clearance. So from here to this going to this side is hardly impossible, or minor leakage. Clearance is more, then some leakage can take place. But most of the flow will go to the discharge side. Then this is the two lobe bearing. This is a three lobe. While it is three lobed, you see the lobe shape is or three. You see that the three lobe. That's why it is called three lobe root blower. There are two, but shape of the lobe is three. So every revolution there will be three times or three times discharge will be there. From here and here, three times discharge will be there. Three lobe over three lobe bearing. So what is the advantage of three lobe over two lobe blowers? Now lower discharge pressure, because pressure will be lower, lower discharge pressure fluctuation, discharge pressure fluctuation will be very lower, discharge pressure fluctuation will be very lower, flow will also be, continuous flow will be there, more or less continuous flow will be there, but flow quantity will be less. Here pulsation, in too low it will pulsation, but that is flow quantity will be less, but there is no fluctuation, lower noise, because there is no high flow to low flow, so continuous flow, right, pulsation will be there, but very less pulsation. That's why your noise level will be less. Lower vibration at the, you have to handle fluctuation, pulsation is less, so vibration will also be less, and lower power consumption, because continuous flow is there, more or less continuous flow is there, so power consumption will be less compared to two loop. And longer life of bearing and gear, as the load on the each lobe, load on each lobe will be less, so bearing life will be big. The a three lobe rotor blower is positive displacement machine that moves air by trapping a fixed volume between the three rotating lobe and housing, and carrying it from the inlet to the outlet without any internal compression. Here also you see it is a yellow color is the inlet. This is the trap, and this red one is the high pressure. So it will go to the high pressure side. High pressure side. The three lobe bearing advantage and over there. These are the accessories of root blowers. You see, this is the motor. It is connected with the, this is the compressor, or two lobes. Compressor would driven by pulley and belt, and this is the inlet silencer. Inlet silencer. The silencer is there, so sound level will be less. And then this is the discharge. Here is your safety valve. If pressure is more, it will, some pop will be there. This is the pressure gauge. This is the flexible joints, because some expansion, high temperature, there is some expansion will take place. That will be taken care by these flexible rubber joints. This is outlet silencer. So here again the sound level will come down, and then this is the final discharge, the NRV, and this is the valve. This is one configuration. Here you see, here air is coming to this silencer, and then from silencer it will go to this side. Here is another silencer is on vertical side. You see silencer is on vertical side. Here is horizontal, vertical is on horizontal, it is on vertical. Here the all other same are even same. And the another one configuration, it is a silencer, but horizontal silencer, perforated sheets, and some acoustic material will be there at the between the outer wall and the inner wall, and this will reduce the sound. And then check valve and valve. This is part of the then troubleshooting of the blowers. The blower fail when fail to rotate. When blowers will fail to fails to rotate, there may be the possible causes rust, that will there between the rust between the two lobes. Motor winding damage, yes, certainly this can happen. Proper wiring connection is not there, so we have to clean it. For rust, clean it, replace the motor winding damage, clean it, ask qualified technician to connect it. Well, no airflow, this is damage. Here it is, no airflow. Then broken belt, if belt is broken, then the motor will rotate, but compressor will not rotate, so replace the belt. Coupling damage, yes, coupling damage can take place. Damage also take place. Replace the coupling. Pipe leakage is there. Yes, inside there is leakage, so there will be no flow. So identify the leakage and arrest it. And blower not rotating, inspect the and check the. Check the blower not rotating when valve is closed condition. So you have to inspect the valve and then replace it. Now we are going to discuss the screw compressor. The screw compressor consisting of, you see, this is the two compressor. One is that is male rotor, which will be driven by motor, and another one is the female rotor. The same thing in two lobe motor, two lobe or three lobe root blowers. Here also the screw, one is male screw that will be driven by power, and this is the female screw. working principle is, and this is the bearing, this is the journal bearing, and this one is the thrust bearing, because flow will take place from here to here, from suction. This one suction, this one is discharge. The discharge side, this is suction side. When the two screw are matching, so from the one end there will be a lot of gaps between the threads. So from there, flow will suction will be there, and when they move, they squeeze the air and finally discharge it to the drag it to the discharge side, and it will go out. And this is the lip seal. Lip seal will be there so that no air to go to from outside to bypassing. Bypassing the compress the air using two spiral element. These are two spiral element. Air get trapped in between. Air get trapped, and because of the way the spirals move, this is the spiral move from here to here, moves, get transported in small air pocket, but because the area is very less, their area was very more. Here the area is very less because air will pass through these two screw. Earlier a lobe bearing, it is from the lobe to outside casing. Their quantity was more. Here quantity is less, and it takes about 2.5 turn for air to reach the compressed air outside. When it is to one ton, one cycle to cycle 2.5 ton, it full air from air will go, which were trapped in between these two screw. When it is moving, and then when it is 2.5 tons, it will take place. Then this air from here to it will go to this side to reach the compress and the outlet side. Then application is this is oil free clean air required, where oil free and clean air required in small quantity. The laboratories and water treatment plant, there we can using the screw compressor. Then advantage is very quite, because there is low blowers very noisy because they touch each other. Two lobes. Then but here it is not touching, and compact and very small size. The screw are very small size compared to lobe, and not many moving parts. There is no moving parts, is very less, and the advantage is very low capacity because the area is very less, because the air is trapped between the two screw, relatively expensive. If scroll element fails, we whole equipment need to be replaced. If this one is failed, then we have to replace the whole equipment. Then you see the screw. You see the screw. These are the two screw. These are the gears. This is the two gear, and this is the drive pinion. From here the power will come. From here the power will come. This is the male screw, because the power is coming here. This is the female screw. And this is the oil chambers. They are also we can to lubricate the bearings here because when air will pass through this and then there will be heat generation, and then we need to cool the casing with water jacket. So use two helical screws, male and female, compressed to compress air. Then two rotor are of different shape but fit each other. You see here a little bit difference is there, but when one this one rotating, this one is also rotating. And then when rotor start turning, air will get sucked from here. Clearances is there axially. It gets stuck on one side and get trapped. Then it passing through this. It will be trapped between the rotor, and rotor is continuously running. As rotor is continuously running, this trapped air will finally go to the discharge side. Discharge side, and new fresh air again go on coming. So one fresh air go on coming. Here it is squeezed, then going discharge. Another fresh air will going to come like this, and available oil free and lubricated both. Oil free and lubricated both. Okay? Both. Advantage is noiseless, because noiseless and continuous duty, large capacity, and compact, and easy installation, comes as a packaged unit. It comes as a packaged unit. What is the timing gear? This one is called the timing gear. This is called the timing gear, because what is timing gear? Now timing gear maintain the precise gap between the screw by using splined gear adjustment, control backlash, and careful align to synchronize screw rotating accurately. So if you see when the two gear are connect each other, here also two connect each other, here power will come and here connect each other. There is a backlash will be there, that you take out slightly this side, backlash will more help you go in, then clearance will more. If you put this side, then also clearance will be less. So timing gear, with this timing gear we can adjust the timing gear, we can adjust the clearances, adjust the clearances. Backlash, the small gap between the mesh gear teeth is critical for smooth operation. Properly calculate the backlash ensure that the gears transmit motion accurately while compensating the thermal expansion and wear. If your backlash is less, if you push contact each other, then there will be no there will be heat generation and expansion, and it can damage. So you have to make a little bit clearances that can be adjusted by pulling by the backlash of the gear. Now this is the package assembly. You see this is the suction, air intake filter suction. From here it is the discharge. You see the yellow the discharge because the oil lubricated, so there will be air and oil mixture. Here it is going to the separator, fluid separator. Here oil will be demister pads, oil will be separated, and fresh air will without oil will go to discharge side, and it will high temperature, it will cooled here by this fan, and finally compressor will discharge. But this oil whatever when we are injecting here between the screws, this oil air with air oil mixture will come here, and it will be discharged, separated by oil. This oil will come to this side, and fresh oil also if you charge, this is a fresh oil charge, the same oil will go, and then from here it is through this cooler, it will cooled, so the cool because high temperature is there, it will be cooled, and then fresh cooled, and then this air, this oil will pass through the filter. There may be some foreign particles, and then it is going to the bearings, and bearing both side bearing from this side. Fluid injection. This is one package unit. Here one stage, single stage compression is there, oil lubricated, and here is also that is the two stage. You see here this is the air suction filter, then here will come here from first stage air will come here, then discharge. You see that is the screw discharge. From here it is cooled by cooling water. You see cooling water in, this cooling water in, and this cooling water out. So it is cooled here, and then it is going to the second stage. You see the second stage, the first stage bigger size, second stage will be smaller size because air will be pressurized, volume will reduce. So see, by seeing this compressor size you can find out which one is first stage, which one is second stage. From here again it will go high pressure, will develop the high pressure, and then silencer, silencer when it will reduce the sound, then check valve, this is the check valve, and then again go to the after cooler. You see the after cooler, it is going to outside, it is going to outside. Similarly the oil, is there is a sump. From here oil pump is there, it will go to the oil cooler because it is going to the bearing oil cooler, and then it is going to, you see it is going to filter. This is the filter, and from here it is pressurized, relief valve are there, then two side bearing, and from after bearing it is go to the sump again, it is going to the sump again. And you see this is the water in, one is going to the intercooler and after cooler going out, and then another one branches will go to the oil cooler. From oil cooler it is going to the casing, first casing, second casing, and then from second casing it is the first casing, and then again it is going out, it is going out. This is the two stage air screw compressor, air screw compressor. This is the configuration. So you can see the mostly used for instrument and plant air application. Big plant are using this type of compressor, and oil pre-compressor are mostly have two stage LP, that is LP, that one is 2.5 bar, HP it is 2.5 to 7 bar. With intercooler LP it is going to intercooler, and then HP it is going to the aftercooler. Between the intercooler in between stages, then HP discharge is cooled in HP cooler before being sent to the air receiver. Before it is going to send to the air receiver, it is further after cooler. And then compressor are available in air cooled and water cooled. It is air cooled. So our previous, if you see, it is air cooled. That is this one is air cooled. This one is water cooled. So this one is water cooled. This one is water cooled. Now, lubricated screw compressor and non-lubricated screw compressor. Oil is injected with compressed air and later removed. We have to remove the oil in separator. Two is most common, widely used, general purpose. And then smooth running oil prevents rust, because when you are using oil, it prevents rust of the rotor element. Here, compressed air is oil free. There is no need of giving any oil to screws. And usually compressor is done with two stage. Here two stage with intercooler require special coating, because as there is no oil cooling, oil lubrication is there, so special coating is required between the rotors, which that's why the rotor is become expensive. Special purpose such as and if it is mixed with oil, then it cannot be used for food processing purpose. So when you are using food decompressed used for food processing purpose, then it should be oil free, chemical process and instrument air, etc. Rotor have very close clearances. Rust runs hot, and rotor corrosion can happen because there is no lubrication. So rotor corrosion can happen. Can happen. So friends, I think I have discussed all the points regarding low bearing, to low bearing, three low bearing screw compressor, its advantage, disadvantage, and the parts used in lobe bearings, lobe compressors, and package units. So if you have any doubt, if you go through these slides, your concept will be clear. If you have any doubts, you can contact me, or if you agree, you can arrange a video conference so that online training can